Clerk, we ready? Okay, great, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, November 13th. This is Transportation Infrastructure Energy Environment Committee. It's the last one of 2025. Madam, please scroll.
Olson,
Here.
Councilmember Deneau, Vice Chairman, 3-member President Recall.
And Mr. Bell, I wanted that Fisher has an excused absence, and Ms. Blay is running late. Okay, Mr. Battle, let me turn over to you.
Thank you, sir. Secondly, we have a request for an additions to the agenda. The addition is at request of Councilmember Hawkins, who had a formal request to ask for a performance audit by a county auditor of the Department of Permitting Inspections and Enforcement. Now, this request was referred to committee in the beginning of October, and Mr. Chair, I'll acknowledge I didn't catch it, and so since today is the last meeting of the year, Councilmember Hawkins asked if we could add this, consider the request and make a formal recommendation to the council. So
Okay.
we would proceed. We need to add it to the agenda to discuss.
Okay, so we need votes on the agenda?
That's correct.
Is there a motion to this agenda?
A motion to agenda be dispatched.
Okay, so I'll second that. So on the agenda, take it up now? Yes.
Oh, both.
Chair Olson,
Aye.
Vice Chairman,
Vote aye.
Councilmember Deneau,
But I motion to add, but I'm going to be against this. It comes time.
motion to accept the additions package is favorable 3-0.
Okay, the agenda, and
Mr. Chair, you know, with order we proceed, we can
we pick it up. Mr. Hawes is here.
take it up.
Well, as well. Mr. Do you want to orient this, or?
Absolutely. So, Mr. Chair, by letter dated September 26th, Councilmember Hawkins made an official request that the Prince George's County Auditor conduct a performance audit of the Department of Permitting Inspection and Enforcement. And the letter cites some of the concerns that the council member has with regard to various parts of the permitting process. And this letter was considered on the October 7th agenda of the council, and it was referred to committee. Now, the council does have the option to deal with requests at the council level. The chair chose to refer to committee.
Okay.
All right. So the request again, if approved, this request would then go to the full council, and if approved, the county auditor would have to complete the audit within, I believe it says 180 days.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Hawes. That's this, Mr.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chair. This letter and this request was a result of each of us have experienced the challenges that the DPI faces in doing what they do. And they initially organized, created DPI. I think the intent was there could be all catch-all kind of agency. I think the men and women DPI work each and every day. As councilmen, we add and continue to increase their time, have professional outside look at their functions, and all those should keep all those functions together. Should they separate it, it would help the new counties that have in her administration have better view what's going on in DI, and as a result, it will allow them a professional overview of where the challenges are, what we need change as a county government.
Mr. Harrison.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Councilmember Hawkins. My question for you is the cost of the audit. Do we have any inclination of that be? Second of all, when we talk about hiring outside independent consultants, they're going to be doing what type of audit they be doing? Is it a efficiency or a forensic audit? There's different types of audits that a little bit clarity would be very helpful when it comes to this. And then, is there a process for using outside company? Will there have to be an RFP out there or a competitive bid in order to complete this? What's the audit welcome?
My letter indicates, I said outside, it was up to the county auditor and his or her team to conduct a performance audit of various processes, policies, and practice involved in obtaining input granted by the government, including obtaining any necessary independent experts. It was up to the county auditor. Again, council members, we sit on the dais, we speak publicly about the challenges that DPI face. This is an attempt to allow us to do a comprehensive overview of what's going on in the bid process and everything else dealing with the pie. Funding aspect of it is probably as important, but right now, what we're dealing with is more important than the funding, because we keep adding to what the pie does, and then we keep criticizing what they're doing without really understanding the challenges, in my humble opinion.
I realize that we have challenges right now. We don't have a county auditor. So at what point do we press go to make sure this is happening. And you talk about a thorough analysis. The only way we have a thorough analysis without any bias would be an outside audit company that looks at an agency to give us the real particulars. Not saying that the county auditor, once we have one, can do that. But if we really want to get the fine tune of where the holes are, it would take an outside auditing company to come in and something like
But
that.
that is up to the discretion of our county auditor, I'm sure. Certainly before this occurs, so we may place one in. I submit this, we still had an auditor. And again, the reality of it is some challenges with EPI, and I believe this is the best in helping our men and women in EPI do what they do.
So, Mr. Hawks, I don't think this is a bad idea. I like that, the idea of certainly we look at DPI, we critically DPI, we know there are things in the permit process that need change. Do know that an executive is looking at all the things. And we also do have a county auditor right now. Before I seek a motion, I want to see if the executives had any comments.
Thank you. I was not aware of this until I walked this morning. So because of that,
No, swear.
okay. And I feel I have the authority, so we will take this in. Thank you.
Okay, thank
Mr. Chair, for the record, this was met in September, challenges occurred, and it just getting to, but again, you shared with me what you believe the vote will be. I expect that it is what it is.
you. Doesn't mean it can't come back and, it may be something. that should
CB
come-
42, yeah.
All right. is
I
there
have a question.
mo-
What would be the harm of this body taking a position but allowing us to go to full council, allow the full council to really flush this thing out and have a comprehensive discussion on it?
Well, Tuesday's long agenda. And
We have Monday and Tuesday.
Thank you.
I mean, I don't see harm of this going to full body so we can talk. Now, do I think it's ready? No, but there's also finding other numbers that gives the county executive staff a chance to really come back and really look into it. So there's 3 more days to Monday and Tuesday. So harm in doing that.
Is there a motion?
I like to make a motion to take no position or allow to move forward to the entire council, yet looking at all the things that were raised.
That's a motion.
With
It's a
no
motion with no recommendation. Second.
Chair Owen.
Aye.
Vice Chair Harrison.
How about it?
Councilmember Doga.
No.
Motion to move forward with recommendation carries 2-1.
It failed.
Oh, so
Lack
sorry.
of majority of the
And it votes needed.
Thank you, Alex.
Okay. There'll be more cheese. Okay. Next, Mr. Biddle, we have
Yes, sir. So we have,
134.
yes, resolution to,
Mr. Stops monitoring systems, town of
right, correct.
Okay, do we have orientation on that?
I mean,
We've done many,
before, sir.
okay.
They've met all the
Any
requirements.
questions from committee? Any, from the executive office?
Thank you. Support legislation.
Okay, your motion.
I
motion.
know authorizing 11 locations. All right.
Motion for favor recommendation.
Second, there's a motion by Mr. No favorable, second me. Discussion, seeing the madam, please call.
Chair Owen. Councilmember Doga.
Aye.
Vice Chair Harrison.
I vote aye.
To move favorable carry 3-0.
Okay, thank you. Now, Battle, we have
Yes, sir.
briefings.
We have 2 briefings, sir. The first will be presented by BSA Water regarding their customer assistance programs. So today we are pleased to be joined by Ms. Courtney Evans, the Director of Strategic Partnerships and Community Impact. Before Ms. Evans starts, I do acknowledge the the Chair of BSC, Ms. Mark Smith here, and also the Deputy General Manager, Chris Baker is here as well. And so I want to miss anyone. So tell you what, Mr. Smith, why don't you introduce your team? So you don't distract anyone. I can't use it.
Yes.
Oh, Manager Paul, great to have you here with us. He's hiding in the back. Great to have everyone here with us. Okay, are we ready for briefing?
So Evans has a PowerPoint for us. Asking our team to please put it on screen, and we'll be ready. Okay, we've got our presentation up on screen. Mr. Chair, you know there is a video in this presentation, and we get to it. Let's got team the video from the screen over to your left. Ms. Evans?
And it's a short video, so,
Okay.
good morning.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us. Court Edmonds, Director of Strategic Partnership Community, Pac, WSC Water. We already acknowledged our chair, commission chairs, General Manager and CEO Keisha, and many members of our WSC Water team. I think we all came out because of the topic and just how important customer financial assistance, our community workforce development. So just a few slides for you all today. You all are very familiar with WSC Water. We are your water company. We are the 8th largest water and wastewater utility. The company provides service to 1.9 million residents. We've been part of this committee for 110 years. During the years, we never had drinking water violation, which is a word that we're very proud of. Vision is to have sustained and transformative change throughout the organization, and we're focused on 4 key areas, including workforce and workplace, our infrastructure, innovation and technology, and service that we deliver. As part of that, there are 8 strategic priorities we have well focused on today, which is workforce development, affordability, financial viability, customer engagement, and partnership. So I'll start by focusing on our customer financial assistance programs. The EPA provide guidance on customer affordability best practices, and many of those we have in place at WSC Water, namely bill discount for our customers, flexible payment terms, temporary assistance programs, and funding for water efficiency measures like leak repairs at parties I'll highlight today. Just at the stage, since FY25 to date, we have provided $4.3 million in assistance in financial assistance to more than 12,000 customers in Prince George's County. We've been increasing our investment in our financial assistance programs each year. You'll see over the past 3 years, we've had a significant increase in financial assistance, starting with $3.5 million FY24, that increased to $7.7 million in fiscal year 2025, and nearly $9 million allocated in FY26 budget. And this is really important to us. Investing in our customer assistance programs is a priority in our budget plan process. And our preliminary FY27 proposed budget does include a 20% increase in financial assistance over our FY26 goals. Instead of another financial assistance program to help customers in need, I'm going to highlight a few of them today, starting with our Water Fund. And so Water Fund is a partnership that we've in place with the Salvation Army to assist customers their water and sewer bills. The program lasts for up to $500 assistance over a 12-month period, and since that's $259,000 in assistance to 550 customers right in Prince George's County. The next program I'll highlight is Customer Assistance Program. We refer to it as CAP. Our CAP program provides customers with fee waivers, credits, flexible payment options. The program includes a permanent waiver of late and bill credits for accounting and infrastructure fees. The State of Maryland's Restoration Fund, which is up to $260 in waived fees per year. The program also offers flexible payment options for up to 48 months for our CAP customers and free investigations to customers identify private on property leaks. So FY25, $1.3 million in waived fees, bill credits have issued to more than 5,300 customers in Stewart County. Another benefit for our CAP customers is our new CAP leak repair program. This is a program in partnership with Habitat for Humanity of Metro Maryland. The program helps CAP enrolled customers repair on property leaks or contributing side bills. Customers receive $9,000 per year in repair services. Since the program launched in March this year, we've provided $249,000 in assistance to 64 customers in Stewart County. And we have a short video of one of the customers, Michelle Stevens.
WSC Water customer Michelle Stevens was baffled. $2,000 bill. A cancer survivor living alone on a big income. Michelle's usage is typically low. Enrolled in USC Water's customer assistance program is CAP. Michelle applied CAP repair program. Partnership with Habitat for Humanity of Maryland. $9,000 per year in one repairs for customers. Michelle had underground leak. The water service line on her property that brings water from the USC water main to her home was leaking. Through the CAP leak repair program, Habitat for Humanity created a qualified plumber and oversaw all the work in Michelle's case, replacing her entire water service line. The $80,000 job covered by the grant.
I'm just glad, they was able to help me. I am very thankful.
So this is a partnership that we have with Habitat for Humanity, and you're grateful to have partnership in place to provide, just going through our slides. Okay. So great to have that program and to be able to provide those critical private property leaks funding to bear those. There are a number of efforts that we put in place to assist rural workers that are affected by government actions. We've suspended water service turn-off, saved the late fees, extend enrollment in our popular current program through December 31st. Our current program allows residents who qualify to have their account balance and the other half forgiven. If customers pay 25% of their balance, 5% can be forgiven, the remaining balance on 12-month payment. And since FY25, we've had $2.5 million in forgiven charges for within South customers in Prince George's County. Last assistance program I'll touch on today is a new emergency customer relief fund. This is a $24 million relief fund in partnership with United Way, the National Capital Area. This relief fund will provide up to $750 in one-time assistance for customers while funds remain available. This benefits past and present federal employees and contractors that have been financially impacted by government actions and low and moderate income customers. Eligible customers must have a past due balance when they apply for the funding, and this new program that we're excited about launched on December 1st. Now, I'd like to quick highlight a few of our workforce development efforts. Workforce development is a strategic priority, not only for WSC Water, but a top priority of the water industry. We work to secure funding for the EPA to establish regional water workforce collaborative, the Chesapeake Water Workforce Network. This regional collaborative focuses on building career pathways and developing a diverse pipeline of talent for the water sector. This collaborative led WSC Water in the City of Baltimore's Department of Public Works and brings together water utilities, educational institutions, community organizations, and industry partners to create sustainable career pathways for the water industry. We held kickoff meeting on October 30th, and many partners from Prince George's County participated, including in Prince George's Community College, and Louis State University. We're also a partner with Governor Mayor Core Service or Option Program. The program established by Governor Moore promotes careers in service and volunteers throughout the state. It's a 9-month program that provides full-time opportunities and critical job skill development. We are a host-site partner this year, and we have 2 full-time team members working as community impact specialists, assisting with project community outreach our customers on financial assistance program, and work with our team to provide water customers during emergency events. Lastly, I just want to highlight our intern program that we're taking steps to provide meaningful opportunities to high school and college students. This past summer, we held 71 interns, 6 of those college students from 26 colleges, including the University of Maryland and Booth State, and 11 high school students, 3 area high schools. These interns worked with 27 different teams within the organization in nearly every aspect of our operation. These types of initiatives are critical, developing career pathways and exposing students to careers in the water sector, and we're committed to continuing to grow and expand this effort essentially throughout the calendar year, not only summer. And I'll just end by saying, if there are any ways that we can partner, you all provide information on our financial assistance program or our workforce development efforts, we certainly love to do that. I have included my email address on the cover slide and look forward to partnering in the future. I am happy to answer any questions you have.
Thank you. Vice Chair Harris, I understand he has some experience in.
My question is with you, Mr. Chair. The question has to go with the type of service replacements. For instance, there's different neighborhoods in Prince George's County that have different type of materials they use for service to water service to them. So, case in point, like if you look at Lake Harbor, they that neighborhood was built the early 90s, early 90s, and there was polybutylene as their water service actually led into the home. There was a class action lawsuit that if you applied by a certain date, you were able to replace that water service free of charge because of the suit against the manufacturer. Now we see homes that have piping and things of that nature. My question to you is, part of that replacement service, do you see more of a type of material to replace a service like I've seen black well pipe as well as part of main water service? I was just trying to figure out, because a lot of the other established communities that we have in Prince George's County, what are you seeing when it comes to the replacement of this? What does it have to do with the type of material of the replacement, or what you see?
Well, you are
I want technical.
Technical.
I'm technical there.
You absolutely did. And I am
There you go.
my
No, she
technical
come.
expertise is in media engagement. So I will hand over to General.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Good morning, Keisha Powell, General Manager and CEO for WSC Water. You will get me off the back row. I was trying to deal with a bill issue, so I didn't want to be on camera or email. But thank you for the question. So WSC Water installs copper pipe, and that's from main to the meter. We maybe other types on private property. And as you know, we have lead service line replacement program where we are actively identifying the materials service lines in private space as well as public, private property as well as the public space. So I would like to follow up with you
Because I slept to $9,000
Yeah.
in the home as well. So that's why I was asking that question. And you know that sometimes, I mean, I understand what you all install, but I've seen polybutylene services from the connection on the WSC side to where the meter is. and then connect it from that meter to home.
Older pipes may be a different type. That's what we are. We actually have a team because of the service line replacement program that are viewing plumbing guards and records to try to identify what pipe types we have in the ground. We also have information on our website that helps customers identify pipe type within their homes. That the focus is on removing lead service lines, but if there are any other issues, customers can certainly call us. We can guide them through any process they need.
Last question that's interesting here.
Is it technical?
It's technical. Out of all the homes in this county, whether it's 360,000 homes, how many have pipe, not lead, but lead piping their homes?
We have not identified any at this point. Several years ago, WSC Water was proactive in removing lead service lines. So as we are going through the process, we haven't identified homes that have lead service lines, but we'll get you some update data on that. So don't quote me yet.
All right, and since you don't, I got one question for you.
Okay.
Out of the program that you have available for individuals when it comes to assistance, since the federal government shut down, are you seeing an influx percentage of people applying for those compared to normally? And if we get a breakdown of what that number, what that spike was, that would be very, very important as well. And so that was stating, I'm sorry, comment. And when it's the hiring, we've seen influx of people leaving the federal government. What is the USC's position for employment opportunity for individuals that are retiring from the federal government looking for a career shift? Are you all at front lines hiring some of these workers, and have you brought anyone from the federal government?
That's a good question. We have definitely seen an uptick in the number of applications for some of our positions at SSC, and we hired a number of former federal employees and just other contractors. Folks are just getting to get to the water sector, which is critical right now. We have aging infrastructure. We all have an workforce. So we're actively trying to recruit folks, see them in their careers water. And so we do have data on the number of federal employees, and we can that too.
Thank you so much.
Okay, any questions, Mr. Milligan? No. Okay. I want to thank you for the presentation and for all that you're doing. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're back. I believe you have
Yes,
the new
sir.
statement board here.
We do, sir, in connection to some of the recent discussions on policy changes, those specifically related to CB 79 and CB 80. Recently, we were pleased to have some input from our Supreme Board, and it became clear that there was interest in having briefing from them to go in detail on their operations. So we are pleased to have members of the Supreme Board as well as Ms. Michelle Lyons, the administrator. So give me a second, Mr. Chair. We'll invite the News Board up to the table. We'll get them identified, and we'll put their presentation on. They have some information to provide us as well. So 1 second.
Mr. Chair,
Yes, sir.
I just want to say that the individuals that work on this statement board, they deserve no but peace prize.
Absolutely.
For the work
I
that they-
I thought they were part of war. I like them better as part of war.
Well, thank you very much for all that you do. I have expressed my sort of comments to both of my colleagues here. And yeah, what you do helps keep our neighborhoods quality of life what it be. So we appreciate that. Appreciate coming to us a briefing. This is maybe first of a separate briefing, other than other times you can be first, but we appreciate it. Mr. Bowser, anything more you want to add?
No, sir. Take
Okay.
away.
Welcome.
Ms. Lyons.
Yes, please.
All right, prepared a presentation on what since you understand the procedure and process and maybe why we're asking for the changes to those. So I won't read all this, we'll talk through it. As you know, the statement board has some members. We've been missing. I had to move one of our members to vice chair because one passed away, and it's been 2 years now, so we have a vacancy on our board, but we've been able to keep board running by doing a quorum. Mr. DeRosa passed away. We do need another person.
On the count. Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, so these ladies, if them are saying we have to move things around to make sure that it works. Of course, any state, county, or municipal law enforcement agency, fire department, DWT, revenue authority are capable of bringing any of their complaints against the board. The next one shows our board members that I talked about. Captain Snyder is in there from the police department. Riley, Ms. Shelley, I know you posted from the fire department. And we have the citizen members, Ms. Lim, the chair, Ms. Williams, citizen member, and Ann Battle, who is also a citizen member. And there are two types of nuisance I guess I skipped one. All right, this is what I need. They'll tell you how our process begins. First, we complain, whether it's by email or a phone call, or it could come from councilman's office or a legislator's office. We receive the information. We, at the Nuisance Abatement Board, have to determine agency to send it to be able to do the investigation because we don't have staff to vet the complaints. So we find whatever agency available, or oftentimes use JAG, which is a joint agent group, to be able to investigate a complaint. If they investigate it, they find out that they believe it warrants a hearing. They have to fill out what is called a petition for hearing. This petition has to be to the board. A petition, they have signed the affidavit to tell us the information they're getting that is true and accurate. And they're required to actually put the case together and send it to the board. So that's why we have to send out to the respective agencies to be the board to stay neutral and objective when it comes to preparing a case. Once we get this information back and they said, okay, we have an information here, we 30 call service, the people on our party, then we sit to the board decides warrants hearing and qualifies and meets definition of nuisance. Then we have to prepare affidavits, notice of hearing that we send out to the respondent or to the attorney. We post it, we send a certified mail to ensure they're served and enough time to show for the hearing. Then we determine that we bring them for hearing. The board listens to the evidence. They decide that by preponderance of evidence that the respondent has or has not tried to abate nuisance, and we issue an order. The order either has a fine attached to it or doesn't have a fine. Oftentimes we've seen a case and now we hear the person's decided to try to abate the nuisance, so therefore a fine may not attach. By the time we get to the hearing, they already abate the nuisance, so may not find not attach fine to. We prepare an order, send out to the respondent. We send invoice for payment if the fine attached. It goes with the order that is posted to the property or mailed to the respondent. We ask them to pay it within 30 days. We are not a collection agency, but we ask them. They do not pay. What we do internally, we put I codes in which they not apply for a permit or a license until paid. This is why we asked for the changes in the bill so that we were able to put it on the tax bill, because this year we only had 12 cases. $15,000 was assessed. We only elected out. This happens every year. Stop. That's basically how it works with going to Hobbs, and I think I heard it all in that one.
Okay, wonderful. Mr. Harris.
So, thank you, Ms. Hines, for the work you do, and of course you, Ms. Thurman and Ms. Williams. My question is centered around once someone gets a notice that there's a hearing, and you, from the moment the investigation starts to the actual hearing, normally what is that time frame?
Sometimes we notify them.
Yeah, so like, let's just say you get a complaint, then you get the JAG unit to go out, investigate, and then they sign affidavit, and then they submit it back to you.
In 30 days.
3 days. Okay.
10, 30.
Within 3 days. So it's fair to say from when everything starts in the complaint, the actual hearing could be approximately about 60 days.
Much better.
Much? Okay.
Yes, sir.
When we talk about the habitual frequent flare miles of rule breakers, these parties that we're talking about. I'm speaking about parties. I know there has some of the things with some of this in his district. How many parties are we talking about per year? I really would like to bring that out. I've heard the number of 400 to 500 that JAG unit is basically been investigating. So if you got 3 per panel and the Nuisance Abate Board and it's the same people and you're going through the time frames, me and Mr. Noga talked about this, is how to inflict more pain on the habitual rule breakers, give you all tools that you all need to be effective. Where it just doesn't seem like it's a paper put into a situation and someone is hitting the system drive as if the bureaucracy is happening then where the loopholes are. So the question is, how can we give you all some more strength to get on what we actually want it done? There's 400 or 500 parties. This is only going to grow. So I just turn your thoughts on it.
In legislation, we ask for the fine if someone is a redefender or a flyer, as you call them. We ask for that. So send it that you come, because obviously you're disbarred for law and obedience to the county code if you're a redefender. And we're finding also why we put the mode in there is because it promotes move around. And we've actually had JAG at an event where the voter called the owner of the property and said, oh, it's just $1,000 fine. Go ahead.
Right.
So is there anything that we could do since we're dealing with this that we make a registry in the system? You know how they have in the state that you to be registered lobby to do X, Y, and Z. Well, now that no voter is prevalent, could we make them register as well?
You mean get a license?
Yeah.
To be a permit?
Be a voter.
Certainly, so we could buy it.
Because you said something about the actual, they get the fine, can't get a license or a permit. So I'm like, hey, Mr. Huh? So I'm basically, well, let's make them register.
Trading tax.
Raising type of-
I
I do
believe-
not-
I had a little question, just following up what you're saying. I believe it goes to Ms. Canning, who Ms. Battles acting. Our legal authority to create a registration requirement, but what I think of is something along the towing companies in that, because all you got to do is have a shell operation.
Yeah.
But for towing companies, you have to demonstrate who or identify who the owner is, and the owner can't have criminal background. And so you can't play a shell game. I don't know if Reggie promotes his name is registering tow companies in terms of where our authority comes from, charter, so they come from a state. It's a Ms. Canning on the fly, so she can't really understand.
Just one thought is like you hit the nail on the head with your string of authority, where authority comes from, and the tow, I think, an excellent example, but your tow authority may be different than your authority dealing with motors. And the concept of licensing and registration, I believe, is definitely doable.
Well, I mean, that question is different. Is there, where do we get sort of authority to where we would license promoters? And if we could do that, then I'd let the towing companies where you have to identify the individual owned company, and there'd have to be some sort of background. I'm not sure if I'm going.
I should run knowing boys, yes.
This legislation come together.
Right, I think from the call that we had last week,
Tagging the thing, yeah.
we were information back from, I guess, Office Law, because the bill is drafted the authority to put these kinds of tax bill, but it's tied to the cleanup program, which is a series of things that have to happen. It's only to collect the costs that were incurred by the county. So the Office of Law and Research, can we find on the tax bill? Do we have authority to do that? So we don't have the answer yet. So we need to, so I'm sure it's supposed to be part of that conversation.
Yeah.
See what's coming from the reference in the bill. When do the authority of the cleanup law to assess costs and put a tax, the fund does not recoup county costs.
Mr. No, what I was gonna say is, sweet that conversation, I'm thinking, and I'm doing some research about how the District of Columbia does it, and I forgot the name.
Yeah, but they're, for all intents and purposes, they're a state.
I know, but, you know, it's really how we're trying to collect on taxing. We're trying to do it within the same calendar year. So we put a bunch of fractions and found guilty and freaking flat miles. So it'd be like, granted, if they, you know, how can we justly put that on their tax bill and make them pay? And seems to be some not clear definition where we tidy up the tax law and that we collect on that. I think it's what we aim to.
Rest assured, we're trying to do what we want. We just
Yeah.
need to wait that pass muster.
Mr. New, if you want to help right next bill, I'll co-sponsor if you want the promotion.
I'll co-sponsor.
Oh, come on.
No, well, we're going to work with the Office of Ombuds Canning, so yeah, we can co-sponsor next year. So we're to clean it up and get what you need.
Thank you, we appreciate it.
Yeah, please let us know whenever you face challenges. We more than anybody want to make sure that you're successful and that you have the tools and the power to get clients. I mean, that is what we're all after. So please don't ever take the job. Do they need an expansion of member on the nuisance? You keep on talking. Ask that the vacancy. I want to ask on what is the time commitment? I know that whenever the board has
The
need,
board meets once a month.
but it does once a month.
Once a month,
And they've-
depending on the number of hearings, like this month, we have 5 hearings.
Okay.
So we're gonna be all day.
Oh, so
Sometimes
it's during the day.
Oh, yeah, so it starts at 9:30 in the morning.
Okay.
It's always on the Thursday.
Thursday.
But depending how long, you know, may end going into 8 hours, or
Wow.
we have more cases, we may have to meet twice a month, just to
Okay.
get through the cases. A little slow issue.
Okay.
I'm sorry? The members.
Compensation.
The members.
Members compensation. Okay. Okay. Thursday daytime. Okay, that's full. I have a couple people I reach out to for that who would be conditions. Whether after now we'll see. But I think they definitely feel the right outcome. So, Mr.
There's some people down there who really sees action.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay.
One of the things I didn't show was the map. We included a map to show
Oh, yeah.
you the actual,
Yeah.
like
See
we
that.
turned off. There's actually a map that shows you the area and where the cases are, as you can either reactive or indignant.
Okay.
And 3.
And three, right?
So you need to promote isolation.
Well, they aren't necessarily promoters.
So to look out of it, because it's tap a little bit further to mine.
Okay.
Um,
How do other members from District 9 on the board?
Oh, sorry.
Do you have other members?
I can find some.
Well, I want to make sure we
Is that
just
bad?
just 3.
Oh.
Here we go.
District 3.
Tell him. So, yeah. Well, you know, I did legislation because this payment word reestablished back in 15 years ago.
It has,
Mm-hmm.
with no space.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
This is what we, every month, we update this step log so that you're able to go in and see where that case is actually.
District 6 and District
6 and 8.
6.
And the rest of the board, we know where the districts there.
And 26 district. It's 3, I think.
Because
I think he's 3.
District 6, District 8, cover pretty much District 9.
Yeah, 7 and 8, it was 7, the land of change of 8, but basically, 7, 8 was, but.
Okay.
District 3.
All right. Found the board member. I found a member. Mr. Duga.
The chart that good,
Go back. Oh, sorry.
it says things affect, well, it's case type, they're all disorderly, so that doesn't mean. The case type columns with every disorderly, and the findings of fact order, see public nuisance or public neighborhood nuisance. So my question is, what types of cases, are these all pretty cases? Or
The majority, yes. If you disorderly, yes. Their house IDs, so.
Okay. Now, do these party houses repeating the same place, or the promoter moving around?
Hilltown.
So
They'll move, have a party maybe at Michelle's house, and they may move over to the space house, and then they quiet down, they'll come to Michelle's house. But they move out.
and are these most Airbnb houses? For like
No, not Airbnb, homes they're able to rent out. Some of the homes, I know that there's specific homes in District 9, I don't believe that's what they use the home.
Right.
It was just venue.
Right.
We had one in District, we had District 1 some time ago, and they were homes that were about just for entertainment. I'll do an email.
Okay.
Strinker.
Very possible, you live there.
Top of neighbors.
Your house, your old, this is being used as.
I think it's some of those have back more than time.
So you can't collect mine, the collection agency. We can't just defer to finance or the law for them to bring an action or a judgment.
It has happened in the past.
I understand it happened, yes, but it could happen in the future. It seemed that as a fine assessment, there'd be some provision in the county code that'll allow the county to collect on the fine.
I think that, Mr. Dill, I think that should be something we should take up with finance, and we should have someone in finance that you directly work with on this, like a point person.
I think this is one thing, but it's also, I think, as long as it actually hired by that firm to take action, because even we clean up all and get the authority to put it on the tax bill, that'll do nothing for a case that arises that in the best until we get it into effect. And, there's a lot of fees that are uncollected here, plus the same promoters. They're going to keep, doing what we're doing because by the tax they're just letting us. Now, there are potential, so we see these fines for nuisance, are there potential criminal penalties like 6 months in prison, or, misdemeanor type of things?
We don't have that legislation. It's not that legislation that it is.
Well, I think it's one collect fine.
And towing us, not here.
Yeah, since what we're going to submit, to the state attorney's office taking criminal acts or misdemeanor, it might be more willing to cut it to pay the fine.
Okay, research it.
So, no,
Mr. Harris.
I've answered your question. I've had many meetings on this as well as you have. I think that it was served the body well that we brought the Jack unit in, talk about what their police authorities are and what could be considered criminal and what could be considered civil. Because I think there's miscommunication and even in that, what the authority lies. I've heard too many conflicts, like we don't have authority to do that. And I've heard, oh, we do have authority, but the officer did not know they had the authority. And then it's kind of throwing their hands up in the air. So,
Bring us up to your TIE chair.
yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, this we're in.
Yeah, it's going to be here.
Anybody?
So like these are all, Mr. Bass taking notes. But not all of them are promoters. I mean, some of these are parties that residents are holding multiple times. I mean, I know a lot of them in my district are not promoters, but they're just, problem parties. Okay. Other questions? We really appreciate the work that you all do. We really do. And whatever you do helps to create more peace in our neighborhood, and we appreciate that greatly. Mr. Duda.
Speaking of the appreciation, I'm sure you remember 3-4 years ago, I raised the question about staffing. And we authorized a half-time person to work for you. My question is, do you have the staff you need, or do you need more?
I definitely know that person always.
Other staff, I think that's what we should discuss budgets. You guys, a lot of work is hard work, and you're more done. And if we collect fines.
And it's just one of the boards that we have our board.
We make it to bring that as part of the budget negotiations next year.
Battle taking notes.
Thank you.
Because without the staff, you can't
Right.
do what, you can have hearing the meetings, you can't get it done.
And to add out the rest of the Michelle's adding job sheet, they're all in line and we need to do, even with attorneys that we have different tips that assess them, and we see within comments and more than we can, and not staff to get these different reports or hearings, have write up every one of them. to be submitted back to the attorney and the office. They can go over and make sure that I'm not quoting or taking an in-person right to have that. All of it's incorporated, and then when they get finished, they're gonna send me a little 5 cases for next Thursday. And I have a time for to get written up for to be looked over and for to be submitted to the attorney that or person themselves within a 15-day period with everything documented correct. So it's a lot of things they have to as well get me to the right committee take back.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
I just remember your percent to get forth. I'll go be okay.
Boy. Okay. Let me-
I miss you, that wonderful job.
Tell us it like it is.
She does for me good.
Okay,
but-
all right. We'll see what we will see what we do. All right.
Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for being here. Mr. Bill, anything else for the order?
Sir, Mr. Chair, I must bring to your attention earlier vote that we took, and I did acknowledge that there were 3 votes required in order to, and that's not correct. So I am corrected. The rules have been checked, and the vote needs to be a majority of the members present. In the fact that 3 constitute quorum, 2 constitutes a majority. So the vote was 2-1. We can just acknowledge that is favorable. You can do it again, or
It goes favorable. No opposition. The
No comments.
Yep.
okay.
Okay.
Now,
No.
Before we go, Mr. Chair, just because this is the last meeting, just want to acknowledge the wonderful team over here, especially Melody, they keeps me straight, and thank me Brown and Ms. Ahart, and of course Mr. Williams over there as well.
Absolutely. I want to thank all the staff who supports us every 2 weeks. Everybody makes us look good, and we had a lot of work we got done. So thank you all so very much.
All right.
Right. So with that, we have a mission for.